Boom shakalaka, what is going on everyone? Randall here from Crypto Love with a late night live stream. Not that late night for those of us on the East Coast or West Coast, but in Europe it is a late night live stream for them. What is going on everybody? How are you doing? What is new? Hello Joe, sorry to hear you sold off a whole bunch of Bytecoin a bit early. It happens, I've done stuff like that before too, and it just sucks because you never know when these things are coming. Definitely never know. PW, what's up? How are you doing? Got some regulars here today at the late night midday live stream. I know. Yeah, so, man, markets, they're just going sideways. Going sideways as far as sideways can go. What's up, Chicken 33, Mark, London Calling, Legend, Roman, Triggers. Yeah, Joe says hodl everything. I'm starting to learn that. Like nowadays, with these altcoin bubbles going back and forth into Bitcoin, just hodl it all because you never know when your day is going to come. You never know. What's up, Sid? What's up, Triggers? Mario, Bruno, Adrian, Gavin, Wayne, Stanman, Kenyon. What is up? Yeah, I know. Actually, today I was watching this live stream I did with Peter Saddington from Bite Size Bitcoin, now Decentralized TV, and he's been in this for a long time. He's been in since like 2011, 2012, something like that, and basically just hodling. You just hodl through the storms. It's just a shit storm. You just hodl through it, and you keep hodling, and eventually it all turns out well. Grode loves cryptos. Thanks for watching a lot of my videos. I appreciate it. That's why I make them. I make them for you guys, Anytime you guys have ideas for videos, stuff you want me to cover or anything, please let me know because I'm always looking to do what you want to watch. I know. Joe says if I hodled from the start, I'd be pretty wealthy. I think we'd all be in the same boat. Because, back in the day, I was putting like 1/10 of a Bitcoin into things. And nowadays, if I put 1/10 of a Bitcoin into something, that would be a lot of money. Yeah, I could have kept all those 10ths of Bitcoins and then, had a lot more, maybe. Yeah, Bitcoin's breaking down below this little trend line. But, it's still sitting right on the 21-day moving average. So I'll have to see if it breaks under that. If it breaks under that, that could be a little bit of bad news. But just today, it did have a bearish cross on the MACD. So those of you who are following the my MACD trading thing to see if you actually do better from trading on the MACD than by just hodling Bitcoin, I did go from Bitcoin to DAI today, DAI. I'm doing it on BuyBox. And so I'm already down to $16. I started with $1,000 in Bitcoin, and then now I'm at $984 in DAI. Also, it should be noted that for those of you who actually did invest in BuyBox tokens, to get the weekly reward that you get, because you get a reward every week for hodling BuyBox tokens, you actually need to make one trade a week. So you can trade like one BuyBox to Bitcoin and then Bitcoin back to BuyBox or something like that. Chad, you are most certainly welcome for injecting the happy hippiness into the space. Yeah, I get called a hippie a lot, but I'm happy. I think if there was any time I could have lived, aside from like being a knight in the Middle Ages, because that would have been pretty cool. However, most people were probably peasants back then, so I think my chances of being a knight were pretty slim. But being a hippie would have been cool. The Bob Ross of crypto. I'll just need to get a little squirrel. Yeah. That's a happy little squirrel. We're just going to paint some lines here on these Bitcoin charts. Yeah. Hello from Spain. Damn. Brian is down 2 mil. Man. Well, the markets have definitely tanked. Everyone's down a bit. But, if it goes up, when it goes up, because right now, look at this. The market cap is $436 billion. The all-time highs. Now, granted, that was just the first time they reached that high. That was $813 billion. So whatever you have now, double it if we get back to those highs, when we get back to those highs. But even if you take a look at this chart, I mean, you can see that run up there was very, very parabolic. It's a much slower, much more gentle slope coming up to where we're going right now, to where it'll grow a bit slower because that's sustainable. When we have these really sharp parabolic spikes, it's like a rocket ship. I mean, you look at those things, it requires so much energy for liftoff, so much energy to break through the gravity field. Same stuff here. I mean, so much liftoff. It got a lot of attention, a lot of people doing it, but they were just waiting for a reason to say, oh, I knew it was no good. I knew it wasn't this thing and knew it was blah, 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 blah. And so then they all just pooped out, sold, and now we buy their Bitcoin at a discount, and we keep hodling, keep accumulating. Because really, like I said, I was watching that live stream with Peter Saddington, and 1 Bitcoin is your ticket to the moon. Those of you who have 1 Bitcoin already, golden. Those of you who are working your way there, keep working your way there. Don't chase moons. So when a coin is mooning, like today, Bytecoin, not the day to buy Bytecoin. Definitely not. It's the day to sell Bytecoin, but not the day to buy Bytecoin. But yeah, look for projects. Okay, so I think there's a new meta in... There's definitely a new meta in cryptocurrency right now, in this alt season, okay, for however long this continues. Yeah, dollar cost average, that's the best way into to Bitcoin, definitely. So the new meta in cryptocurrencies that I'm seeing right now is you want to get a cryptocurrency when it's on a shitty exchange, not a shitty exchange, but just like a non-popular exchange. One that's a solid project, one that has potential. Get it as early as you can. Get it on a good exchange like IDEX or cryptos or whatever, and then it takes off. I mean, you can see a whole bunch of examples of this in the past week or two. There's Loom, there's Zilliqa, there's Zebi, there's Bytecoin. I mean, all these different ones. I mean, Bytecoin's not really an example. It just got on Binance and then shot. I can't believe how much it shot up. That actually blows my mind if we take a look at that. $2.2 billion market cap. All right. You want to know what that came up from? That came up from April 3rd, so a month ago, $384 million market cap. So that went up 8 times. Ooh, my goodness, all because it's listed on Binance. Look at the power of Binance. And it costs $150,000 to list a crypto on Binance, but you think it's worth it? It like 8x'd. Truth Raider says 0x will be listed on Coinbase. Well, I do not know that to be true. It's certainly possible. I mean, 0x was just recently listed on that Indian exchange ZebPay, or I think it's something like that. And the price is coming up. 0x is one of the really good decentralized exchange protocols. All right, they've been around for a while. And so this one, you want to know what I did with 0x? This was like back in the day. This was probably when I put like 1/10 of a Bitcoin into something. I'm not even sure if I still have it. It may be on some exchange somewhere. But I knew 0x was going to be a good project. And as soon as it came out, I bought it at like 50 cents. Got it at the highs there. And then it was just sitting. And I think I just kind of left it somewhere. I don't even know. But yeah, prices come back up now. So that's nice. 3x my money on that one. How can quantum computing kill Bitcoin? I don't think that I don't think quantum computing can kill Bitcoin. Quantum computing can make passwords hacked very easily. All right, because instead of just having a 0 or a 1, there's like an infinite multitude of positions. There are a couple of quantum computers that they have. They need to be super cooled. They're extremely expensive. They're like $10 million, and then they're very expensive to run. But with quantum computing, and again, this is all just not completely verified. I mean, I realized I failed quantum mechanics in college. I got a D in quantum mechanics 1, a D in quantum mechanics 2, and I failed quantum mechanics 3. I still passed somehow. I'm not sure if those are my grades, but I did terrible. But they quantum computing makes it very easy to breach passwords. So that's going to be the difficulty with, potentially with private keys, with logging into people's accounts. Because, like, listen, if quantum computers do become very powerful and very real and in the hands of everyone, they can breach every password you have like that. No problem. Now, breaching Bitcoin, I don't think they can do that because you need to do a 51% attack. And on Bitcoin, that is extremely expensive. It basically, the only reason why someone would want to do that on the Bitcoin network is just because they want to take down Bitcoin at whatever cost, because it would be extremely expensive to do that on the Bitcoin network. I don't know how expensive, but it would probably be in the billions of dollars to do that. If they wanted to, potentially, they could. Stan man, according to quantum physics, I failed and passed at the same time. That's right, the old Schrodinger's cat experiment. This was the craziest thing, Schrodinger's cat, if you never heard of it. You put a cat in a box with like a radioactive isotope that degrades, and you don't know whether the cat's dead or alive until you open up the box. Pretty crazy. Crypto Zombies is actually pretty fun for learning Solidity. Not that I have that much spare time, especially now that I'm making 2 videos a day, but I'm actually planning to teach myself to become a blockchain developer, because I think that's probably one of the most lucrative positions that you could do right now. Aside from like being a salesperson, because that's obviously the most profitable profession on earth. But second to that, blockchain developer, I think there's quite a future in that. So Chris asked, would I sell Zilliqa if Quark Chain comes through? I think they're both worth holding on to. Definitely. There's going to be a battle of the blockchains coming up. Certainly is. Right now we're getting all these protocols, these blockchains out there. And really, it's going to be a fight. I don't know which one's going to win. But it's good to have a little, quoting the guy who doesn't like cryptocurrency, Warren Buffett, he says, diversification is the way to preserve wealth. Concentration is the way to build wealth. So focusing on one thing, putting all your money in one thing, although it's very, very risky. Diversification is the way to preserve wealth. I think in this blockchain race that's coming up, having a little bit of everything probably isn't a bad idea, because then you can, whichever one comes out ahead, you do well. Yeah, I don't know how to know before a coin is coming to Binance. If anybody knows, please suggest it. There's speculation. Like sometimes you can read stuff on forums like 4chan or Reddit, and sometimes the community might know, and sometimes there might be talk about this stuff. But I don't think anyone really knows except for the insiders. But if any of you know how to find out before something gets listed on Binance, please, by all means, fill us in. Zilliqa or Icon? I prefer Icon because it has connections, government connections. But, Zilliqa right now is, 26? Actually, so they're kind of neck and neck, Icon and Zilliqa. Yeah. It's kind of like I prefer Icon. I think another reason why. Okay, Zilliqa's on Binance, right? Oops, shit. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So if we take a look at Zilliqa and Bitcoin comparative, and we look at the relative strength index, which gives us an idea of whether it's overbought or oversold. I would guess that this is probably overbought right now. Yeah, so Zilliqa is, anytime it's over this line, it's aiming towards overbought. So basically with the relative strength index, it's the number of days the price went up versus the number of days the price went down over 14 days. And as you can see, it's been going up pretty significantly. So it aims towards the overbought. Now, how does that translate to being overbought when the price goes up? Well, when people buy it more, the price goes up. Whereas if we look at Icon, it's a little bit less overbought. So I think right now, like last week or the week before when Icon mooned, yeah, very good. But right now the hype's starting to die off a little bit. So for that reason, I would say right now Icon's probably a better buy than Zilliqa. Make a review about Elastos. I did. I made a video about Elastos. You can check it out if you. It's got a pretty girl on the cover. I'll show you. Ready? You just go to YouTube. You type in crypto love Elastos, and boom! Look at that. I even made her swimsuit match the Elastos logo. See? Not easy to find, but I did it. Yeah, so that's the review of Elastos. I think Elastos is really good. I have Elastos. I think this is going to be one that's going to do very well in the future. I think Blockchain Brad just did an interview with Rong Chen, the CEO of Elastos. I haven't had an opportunity to watch it yet, but it's definitely on my list of things to do. Any thoughts on Bunny token? Well, there's a whole bunch of tokens. Okay, I'm going to get around to BAB because a lot of you are asking for it, so it must be good. But Bunny token, there's a whole bunch of tokens for the adult marketplace. I think they'd all just be better off using Verge. I mean, Verge is Pornhub. Verge might as well just be the adult industry token. That's my opinion. But this one, $43 million market cap. It's available on Bancor. Okay, so this is one. I haven't looked at it yet, but a whole bunch of people are asking about BAB. All right, a whole bunch of people are asking about BAB. It's on limited exchanges. All right. So really you have to go to Bancor to do it. Maybe some on Ether Delta, but most of the volume, 99% of the volume is on Bancor. Limited exchange. A lot of people are asking about it. Price, I mean, it's gone up about 10 times in the past month, but it's still pretty low market cap. Now let's take a look at it. Everyone is a bank. The World Bank for the microeconomy. Decentralized banking platform that leverages blockchain and biometrics to offer anyone in the world access to UK bank account for peer-to-peer financial services. Yeah, so I mean, there's definitely blockchain applications definitely work well for banking. As we know that Bitcoin replaced the banks. Blockchain does very well with a distributed ledger in terms of banking. For the microeconomy, what we want is something with, pretty low transaction fees, pretty fast, things like that. So this one is accessing UK bank accounts. I'm not exactly sure why. I would have to do more research on this one. I'm not exactly sure why anyone in the world would want access to a UK bank account. All right. But maybe it's so that they can get loans. All right. Maybe they can get loans from UK bank accounts. If we take a look at the team, just from looking at them, I don't really know anyone, but let's take a look. So he studied microfinance. He attended the Polytechnic School of Lausanne. Let's see. Jorge Pereira. Co-founded fintech startups Wayfex and Loyal Chain. I mean, off the bat, Here's how I would take this one. All right. So because it is so popular and a lot of people are asking about it, check out the video. It explains everything. Aha. That's what I wasn't doing. Watching the video. Let's see.
Imagine that you have the same power that banks have. Imagine every person in the world is an equal, empowered participant in the global economy. Welcome to BAB.
BAB is the new way of doing banking, which has only just become possible. It's completely removed the need for a bank. Instead, it creates a global financial network with you at the heart.
There are 2 billion people in the world currently living without access to banking, most of them in developing countries. Even the banked people everywhere are being failed by the incumbent banking system. Internet access and smartphone ownership are...
All right. So, my question with BAB is that not what Bitcoin's already doing? Right? But, it could probably do very well because obviously it has a lot of your guys' interests. It is not available on very many exchanges, has a low market cap. If this gets listed on a big exchange, boom, price shoots up. You all have your BAB Lambos. That's how it works. And yeah, all crypto videos start with imagine. Yeah, John Lennon, he was responsible for writing the first line of all these crypto videos. Let's see. Will I continue to do videos when crypto makes us rich? Yeah, definitely. I may do less videos. They may just be me, like, I don't know, driving around in fast cars, fast women, I don't know. But I'll keep making videos. If you guys stay interested in cryptos, I'll keep making videos for sure. For sure. Yeah, it could be a good idea to buy a few cryptos that are not on Binance. I would say buy the better projects because Binance likes good projects. It likes projects that, particularly blockchain type projects or protocol type projects. So yeah, if there are some really interesting blockchain or protocol type projects that are not yet listed on Binance, might be a good idea. Can I give an opinion on Pundi X? Yeah, I did a review on Pundi X. I think it's a cool point of service little thing. It got a whole bunch. I'm sure the price came down now. But it was popular for a hot second because this is a way for people to, I don't know, price is still going up. Damn. Really? All right, so it's a little point of service thing where you can buy Bitcoin on there. You can spend your Bitcoin, you get a little Pundi X card, and they're making these little terminals for free, so anyone can get them, any business can get them, and they can start using them. I think right now they have like 4,000 terminals. They're aiming to get 8,000 by the end of the year. It is something where if they get adoption, like if this becomes the next Verifone type thing, because in the US, Verifone owns every one of those little swipe things for your credit cards. If this is the next one of that, explosive growth. Market cap $357 million. This is at least the last time I checked, it was the highest market cap of all the, Bitcoin exit strategy type things like 10x, Pundi X, Token Pay, all those different ones. Monaco. So yeah, Pundi X is still the highest of all of them. Could it go up? Certainly, but in terms of, it's already number one in its grouping. Look at open futures. All right. Will asks, any thoughts on Limpo? Well, Will, I'm glad you asked that, and I'm going to open up open futures just because I need to get there. Or we already looked at Zilliqa. So Will asks about Limpo, and I just want to make an announcement for anyone who has not done this yet. If you want some free Limpo, because Will asked for it, if you want free Limpo, just go to ethos.io. You can pre-register for the Ethos Universal Wallet, and when you download that wallet, you're going to get a whole bunch of coins airdropped into them, Limpo being one of them. Does this tell you which ones you get? Community airdrop program. No. Okay. Potentially, yeah. So, Smart Cash, Viewly, Parachute Token, Bodhi. So, a whole bunch of tokens that may not be anything now, Zilla, but they may be something in the future, and they're free. So, yeah. Let's see. Gosh. You know, I can't wait. I honestly cannot wait for people to say the first blah, blah, blah. Because it's always such a lie. The first blockchain infrastructure for applications? You mean no one has ever created a blockchain for applications? You mean like Ethereum doesn't exist? It's ridiculous in my point of view. Every time I see it just grinds my gears. Every time I see something that says the first this, I'm just like, blah, forget it. Let's see. Is this one in ICO? White paper. Yeah, I mean, this one could also potentially do pretty well. Potentially. Nah. All right. What did I say? Oh, Open Future. Yeah, that is openfuture.io. All right. Please. Opinion on Dragon Chain. I still have some Dragon Chain. I think they'll do well in the future. Stratis right now seems to be taking the enterprise market. They have some launches coming up this week. Stratis has don't exactly remember, but they have a few things coming up. They got their smart contracts alpha on May 16th, and they also have May 9th, which is tomorrow. Their ICO platform launch, easy to set up with Microsoft Azure. Boom. And Microsoft Azure just launched an app thing today, so a lot. Let's see. A word about Qtum. Yes, Qtum is one of China's blockchains. They are, they're still doing really well despite, no real big announcements. It's definitely a deal if you believe in what they have. Damn. They were trading at $70 back in December. Whoa. Qtum was one of the first ones that I saw a big profit on. I forget what it went from and to, but might have been. Yeah, it probably went from like $4 to like, I don't know, $12, $13. Oh, I was going to say something about Limpo. I don't know that Qtum's done anything else recently. I have not heard any announcements from them. Monetize it. Oh. I'm curious, what do you guys think? How do you think that the Limpo airdrop on the Ethos wallet is going to affect the Limpo price? That is interesting to me. Because right now it's on Gate.io and KuCoin. It is monetizing sports and health data via the blockchain. Blockchain is good for, holding data on there. Fitness, wallets, and rewards. Everybody has like one of those little watches that tracks your steps and stuff. Now you can get rewarded for doing that, for doing certain things on there. I mean, the sports industry is a big untapped industry. Health fitness marketplace is a big untapped industry in cryptocurrencies. Does that mean that it's going to do well? That I don't particularly know. Token rewards for predefined trackable health goals. Yeah, so like they track your data and they get your data and then you get some health and lifestyle services, goods and services. Limpo. Yeah, I think Gifto is a good project out there. I've been contemplating getting into Gifto. So when I did some research on it a while ago and I was pretty intrigued by it. I think that was, probably right around here when it was, not at the lowest, but a little bit higher, probably on 30 cents, and then it spiked up. Now it's coming back down. I think Gifto is pretty interesting. Decentralized universal gifting protocol. And I mean, what got me most, I gotta say, like, one of the things, aside from just, okay, number one, if there's something that's like a blockchain or a protocol, okay, I'm in. But number two, if you have really good advisors or really good team members, that also does it for me. So if you take a look at the advisors of Gifto, we have Bo Shen from Fenbushi Capital. We have Loi Lu, CEO and co-founder of Kyber Network. We have a Google and YouTube executive, Tom Duterme. We have Hitter Zhu from Nebulous and AntShares, or Neo. We have Justin Sun from Tron. So if you take a look at that, they have got a lot of really big names for advisors. And like, these guys aren't advisors for a lot of projects, but they're an advisor for this. I think this one definitely has potential, and it's starting to look at a better price for an entry point. Now this was just see. Oh yeah, up in Binance. Cool. So let's see, GTO. Not to mention it's named after a pretty cool car. So we're almost seeing a 50% pullback in price. All right. So it's looking like it could potentially be a good area to start accumulating some. It's not overbought right now. This is one that I would consider actually getting a position in and seeing what happens with it, holding it for the long term. Oh, Siren Labs is going to be awesome. I think so. Siren Labs has the phone coming out. I think in a couple months, it'll be cool. Actually, if you guys are around, this Friday, I'm going to be doing a live stream with Crypto Beatles. If you've not checked out his channel, he does some pretty insane reviews. He's been blowing up. He's done a couple interviews with the team from Siren Labs. And, yeah. So we'll be able to ask him a whole bunch of questions about Siren Labs if you have any. But I think he's pretty set on Siren Labs as well. And Siren Labs is another one where it's had quite a price pullback. I mean, look at this. When was this? January was $3.48. Right now it's like 50 cents. Yeah, that's insane. All right, they have the phone coming out. They have some other stuff. They have computers. What was Iridium coin? Let's see. Iridium coin. People are power. You can hook up people like batteries, and then GPU and CPU friendly crypto, ASIC proof. Yeah. Low supply. That's pretty cool. What exchanges is it on? Because it's not IRD. It's not even coming up on CoinMarketCap. Thanks for liking my video on ontology. Thank you. I do like ontology. I wish, when it was back at like $2, I was waiting for it to go back down to like $1.50 or something to buy more. Ugh, and it never did. Ugh. Son of a gun. You never know with this stuff. Odyssey to the moon, eh? I don't know. Well, definitely had January had a high price. Now it's come down quite a bit. Its volume is half of its market cap. It's on Huobi and KuCoin and Gate.io. Future of decentralized sharing economy, the foundation of global peer-to-peer ecosystem. Next-gen sharing economy. Let's see. 2 to 10, they have a wallet reward mechanism. QBike is first protocol compatible platform, or OBike. Oh, look at that. They got Justin Sun as an advisor. As I was saying, those guys aren't advisors for many different things. Well, they got Justin Sun. Yeah, I think Holochain could be a good one to hold on to. It was just recently, its market cap was updated. It brought it up to 88th. There's been a good amount of talk about it. It's only on a few limited exchanges right now. So if this thing gets listed on any other exchanges like KuCoin, like Binance, the price will probably explode. But it's a decentralized application platform. Heber says Justin Sun is garbage. Pearl is undervalued. I do agree. the engineers is right with that. I do agree that Pearl is undervalued. This one, I mean, look, it had a significant run up. Prices come back down. $52 million market cap. All right. But here's the thing. This could potentially do away with advertising, because basically instead of advertising, they're just allowing people to mine on the websites. Because advertising is just a pain in the butt. No one really looks at it anyways. Even though it does have an impact, they say that just, even though there's like banner blindness where you don't see the advertisements on a website, it still gets through to your subconscious. And if you see it enough times, you just start to like, maybe I will do that. But this one, I think, yeah, potentially could do well. I actually purchased some of this recently to hold for the long term, because I think this will do pretty well, and it has had a very, very significant pullback. I mean, it's finding a bottom down there right around 60 cents. All right, so that probably a good place. Total supply 100 million, so not that many. Qlink undervalued, definitely. Qlink is undervalued. This one also. Qlink has enormous potential. I'm not sure if I stressed that enough. I think I just had a mini conniption there. Enormous potential. All right. Check it. All right. Less than $50 million market cap. Price shot up initially, has come back down since then. They've been around for like a while, and they're on the Neo blockchain. I like anything Neo. Not anything Neo, but I like most things Neo. But basically, Qlink, for those of you who don't know, they are using the blockchain to basically all mobile data, make it decentralized. So basically, I mean, you can just use Qlink tokens to buy and sell Wi-Fi, to so like, for instance, if you have a router that has like a I don't know what they have anymore, 1 terabit per second or whatever the hell they have, you could sell that and actually earn Qlink for the stuff you don't use. If you have a cell phone with a whole bunch of extra data, you could sell that for stuff you don't use. Now, the reason why I say this one has the potential to be enormous. How many of you in the past year, the past 365 days, how many of you have gone a day without using mobile data or Wi-Fi? I think there's like 0 of you that have, unless you were like in the middle of the woods. All right. So mobile data, Wi-Fi used so much, and Qlink is the one who's aiming to bring this on the blockchain, built on Neo, all that stuff. Okay, Sun Contract is another one that you guys are asking about. I feel like I should just I'm going to write down so I can do some more research. Because you guys ask, I mean, I gotta give it to you guys. Whenever you ask about a certain crypto, like the next week it explodes. So I should just buy some Sun Contract and BAB, put a stop loss on it, and then just reap in the profits next week when they explode. I don't know how you guys know it, but you know it. You guys just know. On Huobi, OK Exchange, and KuCoin, and HitBTC. Most of the data on Huobi, OK Exchange, and KuCoin. Choose the sun. Use the sun. Time to seize control of your local energy market. All right. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I think that the blockchain is a great blockchain use is for energy, because energy is fungible, just like money. So $1 is the same as $1 somewhere else. 1 kilowatt hour is the same as 1 kilowatt hour anywhere else. So because of that, blockchain makes great use for maintaining ledgers for energy, but also for trading it, things like that. So, Sun Contract could potentially be undervalued at the moment. Let's see. 62 cents at all-time highs, 26 cents. They've got some competition. There's definitely a lot of different people in the energy market, but there's a whole bunch of different energy companies as there are right now. So what's a few more on the blockchain? I mean, there's Irene Energy, there's Power Ledger, Sun Contract, a whole bunch of other ones. They've proven it works. Sweet. Telling people in the IRG Discord about my channel. Thank you. I appreciate that. Credits. Okay, so I saw some ads for credits today. They've been advertising a lot. And, I mean, aside from the initial run-up from ICO, the price has pretty much stayed stable because everybody's waiting. They're all waiting to say, hey, can they actually do what they say they're going to do, like 100,000 transactions, 10,000 transactions on chain? No, 100,000, million on chain. Some absurd number of transactions on chain without sharding. I think that's what they're saying. Considering their website doesn't even load. Wow. I mean, I hope their blockchain's faster than their website. But everybody's waiting to see what credits can do. On their alpha, over 400,000 transactions per second. Damn. That is pretty cool. Pretty cool. How can anything move if the earth is flat? Oh my goodness. I had this friend over. I don't think he'll mind me talking about it, but he's a conspiracy theorist. I think we all are at heart, just a little bit. He was talking about if the earth is actually like the inside of a basketball and there's glass in the middle. And I had a hard time understanding it, kind of seeing his way. What coins am I most bullish about in the short term? I think Qlink, Pearl, I think probably BAB and Sun Contract, because I don't even know how many times I've done these live streams and you guys, whichever ones you say like blah, 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 are the ones that blow up. And then, yeah, like Shapeshifter says, Elastos and Zebi. I think Zebi still has some room to blow up, especially if Zebi, I mean, anything, if it gets listed on a bigger exchange. Obviously Zebi, but Elastos definitely, I think, is way undervalued. Way undervalued. It's only 71st. In my opinion, Elastos should at least be a top 50, probably top 30. That's my opinion. But from looking at you stare at coin, I've probably spent a month of my life in the past year on CoinMarketCap's website. Imagine, I was thinking about this today because, okay, well, anyways, let me first finish that thought. So Elastos, I think, definitely should be in the top 30. Okay. Second part of that thought was these things. Imagine if CoinMarketCap installed one of these CoinHive codes that mined Monero on the website in the background. Like, imagine if they did that, how much Monero they'd be able to mine. That would be enormous. Or if any of you are hackers and you're looking for a pet project, figure out how to put one of those CoinHive codes onto CoinMarketCap's main website, and put that Monero into your wallet. You will make a killing. Just make sure you donate some to me, okay? And don't do anything illegal. I do not support anything illegal. Yeah. Cool. All right. Banyan Network. You know, this one I actually did not research that month. But I remember a lot of people were talking about it back in the day. All right, if any of you have any other... What's up, Vincent? You made it to a live stream. All right, just for the very end, for me to say goodbye. Yeah. Icons undervalued, definitely. What do I think of Dent compared to Qlink? I prefer Qlink because, number one, it's on Neo. Number two, I think they've done more development. But we'll have to see. Global data fusion value. Big data network. Ooh, I gotta research this one. Let me put this down on my things of research. Advisory team, Daniel Wang. Yeah, Loopring. I really like Loopring. Angel investors, Loopring, HPP, and Share Finance. This one's looking good. And yeah, has not been much action recently. Only on Buybox and IDEX. Yeah, potentially. Let me do more research on that one. You trust your Bankera? I don't know. That's like, I really don't have an answer for that one. My gut says Bankera, but I don't know. That's just, by the way, that you trust Bankera question, that was based on no research or evidence whatsoever. That was just kind of a preference. So there's nothing backing that up. Yeah, I think cash is up there in the finance market. I mean, they have their liquid exchange coming out. They just had their they got cryptos and everything like that. Cardano. Oh yeah, Cardano. Cardano has some ICOs coming up on it. They are doing development. I think in terms of like the top 10, they've definitely seen quite a big pullback. Like if we look at, what's that website? Oh, damn. On-chain FX. If you check out that website, it tells you can look at the percent down from all-time high. And in the top 10, aside from Dash, Cardano is the biggest. No, aside from Ripple, Cardano is the next biggest. Now Ripple's just a pump and dump crypto. Why? Because, they only issued 20% of tokens. The team kept 80%. They just manipulate that to manipulate the price. Not saying you can't make money off of Ripple. But Cardano is way down. I think the tech that they have is good. Now's probably a good time for an entry point into Cardano because look, when it was like 15 cents, that would have been the best time for an entry point. But, give it a little bit of time to pull back from there. Let's see. I'll tell you exactly where I would put my entry point. And you can see how easy I make it. All right, so this is the last thing just because I got to get going and my brain is kind of shot. Yeah, Bytecoin is listed as a scam on-chain FX. That's pretty cool. ADA, Bitcoin. All right, so I would just look for a 50% pullback going from the low to the high. How I do that is I go over here to Fibonacci retracement, get the low, get the high, 50%, damn it. 50% pullback would put us at 3,025 Satoshis. Right now it's at 4,000 Satoshis. No. Yeah. So I would just wait till 3,000 Satoshis. Not too many. 500 Satoshis less. Put a buy order in now. pick up some Cardano at a discount, you can make some stuff. Crypto Army News. Yeah, let's definitely chat. Email me. My email is on the About page. You can just email me there. And then, yeah, we could definitely chat. Cool. So that is it for today. Stellar Lumens. I do like Stellar Lumens. I play a lot with my beard. It's the cool thing about having a beard. Yeah, so Stellar Lumens. I do like Stellar Lumens. They have ICOs on there. I think they're an inexpensive, fast, good blockchain. Much better than Ripple. I have some Stellar Lumens. And that's it. That's what I think about that. Thank you guys so much. Get the boogies. Do I have boogies in my beard? I may. Just came from yoga. I might have boogies all over myself. Cool. So I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. And then a peace.